What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? All right, let's pick back up on session number 2 with the Japanese learning through Dragon Ball Z. Things are going to pick up quite a bit starting in a few hours with a lot of stuff coming out in JP, so I want to go ahead and get this out of the way. For this video, it's going to be brief again, just short coverage of certain topics, but for today, we're going to cover the first set within the Hiragana alphabet. All right, so basically, you'll see the chart here in a second, but I'm gonna cover one of the columns of each of the letters within that chart, and we'll go through examples of the phonetics and also what kind of words you can write or read with that kind of setup. So we'll go ahead and get started. So again, the chart is as such, and on the very top right is where we're going to start. So we'll work our way through each video like one column at a time. The first column, I like to just call them vowels, because that's pretty much the equivalent they are. Obviously you can build words around them, but the other letters, other columns are pretty much consonants, where you need a combination of the vowels from the first column in order to actually build the letters. So that's the way I'm going to classify them. It's probably easiest to remember it that way. Alright, so a, I, U, E, O is how the phonetics are for each of these letters within the first column. Again, these are more vowels oriented, so let's go ahead and start with some examples. A, U equals meat, so correctly read it's going to be au. So that actually means meat, and you'll see it's a combination of the first a letter and also the u, which is the third letter. So just combining two of those can translate to a complete word. So that is the kanji format that you see right now. I just left it in there to reference that depending on the kanji letters you use, it can actually mean something else. Alright, second example is ie, which means house, alright, or home, whatever way you want to call it. So that is going to be combining the second letter, which is I, and then the fourth letter, which is e, and that is the kanji form. So ie equals house or home in Japanese. And like I said, you can build words just with the combination of 5 letters you see here, which is pretty crazy, right? Okay, third one is ue, which means up. So you'll see that it includes the u letter and also the e letter. So combined together, it's ue, which means up, ue. So that is the third example where we're using a combination of these letters. So that is the kanji format, but don't worry about it now. I just included it just to kind of provide a reference for how the kanji actually looks like. All right, fourth one is e. And you notice that there's only one letter involved here, which is the e letter. And that actually equates to drawing, or a drawing. And that is the kanji format for that. So even with one letter, it can actually mean something in Japanese. All right, so we'll go over more details later down the road, but this is pretty much basic level examples. So this is oi, which means many, and you can see the metacolor army below that. But OOE is a combination of the 3 letters, and you see they're all included within the first column. So O is the first 2, and then E is the last one. So combined all together, it means oi, which means many, and that is the kanji format for that. So a lot of things could happen within just the first 5 letters. All right, I provided this video thanks to Sentiment Alamej, I guess, but this gives you a good example of how to actually write it. It's better than me trying to do it, so this person has very good handwriting, so just reference this in terms of how to actually write each of the letters, because that will also be important, because you want to write it in the correct order to make it as easy as possible. Alright, so I know I kind of blasted through all this stuff very quickly, but I just wanted to cover a little at a time, you know what I mean? So I don't want to cover too much content at the same time. We'll go through baby steps little by little and just go through examples of each. So the more letters we cover, the more words we can actually provide as examples, okay?